And we're live.
Sorry for the delay, people. We had a little behind the scenes stuff going on, so a little bit of delay here. We were supposed to start basically 50 minutes ago, but a little bit of delay here.
We here
But
now.
hey, we're here. We're here. We only human. Stuff happens, but we're here. And as you can see, the headline of this title, NXT is going to be TV14. At least that's where we're hearing that that's the story that's coming in. That and it's not just going to be like a one-off. This is what this is going to be going forward once it debuts on the CW network. They're saying that it's going to be TV14. So, with that being said, Chris, what do you think about NXT being the first of the 3 shows going to TV14? And Chris muted himself. I always handed it to Chris, and he
My bad. My bad. Just in case, I didn't want to like get any copyright or anything like that. So, well, no, we lost Shane for a second. But anyways, though, my thoughts on it going to TV14. I kind of wonder because they were dropping like a whole bunch of curse words on USA last week on NXT with Zachary Wentz and Wes Lee because they're gonna be they're gonna be facing each other this upcoming Tuesday on yes. So my take on it, I mean, we're already going to see it come in from every angle, like from Raw and from SmackDown as well, because this is something we've been asking for a while. The PG thing is pretty much for like when Vince had it, and it was like a kid friendly thing, but at the same time though, you pretty much gotta like realize kids are going to learn all this stuff for one day, or they're going to hear it some kind of way. So, I mean, there's really no way around it. I mean, unless you just, even if you keep your kid in a house or anything, you can just keep them sheltered and they just homeschool or something like that. Then pretty much, they're going to hear it on YouTube shorts or something like that. So there's no way around it. So going to TV14, I think it's pretty cool. So we just get a taste of it here on NXT first, and then after then, we'll get it on Raw. And then eventually, we'll get it on SmackDown. So, but yeah.
Do you think it's going to be as it was during like the Attitude Era and the Ruthless Aggression Era? Do you think they're going to go all the way how they used to be, or you think it's just going to be like somewhat like they used to be, so they could appease their investors and don't lose their investors because they went too much into the TV14 land?
So what I feel like they're gonna do, they're pretty much going to like test it first to actually see how far they will actually go with it, and then if they start like generating views and get a lot from it, then they're gonna move up levels. It's not just gonna go full into we're going TV14. When, let's say for instance, I seen a post of like when Rollins come out, they're not gonna say Seth freaking Rollins, they're gonna say Seth effing Rollins or something like that. So
Yeah, I don't think they're going that far. But
yeah, they're gonna, like I said, it's gonna be a slow paced thing to test it out and see how it goes and all that good stuff. But like I said, we did get a taste of it from NXT last Tuesday. Like I said, with that little thing with Zachary Winston and all that. So it was kind of like the Riddle / Rollins thing, but they had a little bit more to it though.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm. Even though, yeah, so it's cool.
Shane, if you're with us, what do you think of NXT?
Y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, what do you think of NXT being TV14?
Give me 20 seconds. My fault, y'all. 20 seconds.
Hey Siri, set Timer for
Set
20
timer.
seconds.
Set a timer for 20 seconds.
All right, there you go.
Remember, 20 seconds is a short time, buddy.
Oh,
All right.
that's it. Oh, he got it.
Oh, I ain't want to my oh shoot, my girl was watching a movie, so I ain't want to get copyrighted, so I had to
Oh,
run
okay.
the car.
I got you.
All right, what was the question?
NXT, what do you think about it being TV14?
I think it's cool. But I don't think they're gonna go like the Attitude Era. I I I think it's gonna be some leeway, but it's not gonna be like super out of control. They already tried it with Wes and what's her name, and that did not work. That was terrible. That
Yeah,
was
I
horrible.
think Chris was mentioning that something with Wes Lee.
Yeah, that
I
was
didn't watch NXT this week. I just seen like the highlights. I know it's like Stephanie Vampire was on NXT this past week and stuff like that.
yeah, my God, go out there, man.
But
Yeah,
Chris was telling me they did something with Wes Lee where it was a whole lot of cussing and stuff like that.
Yeah, but you know
try
they're
to do
gonna block it out though.
I guess the Matt Riddle and Seth Rollins thing.
Oh,
It
okay,
just didn't
got you.
feel, it just didn't feel authentic to me. It just felt like they wanted to try something different, and it just didn't work. It didn't feel authentic to me. It didn't. It just felt rushed. And Wes Lee, Wes, he definitely needs work if we're gonna go to TV14. He definitely need work. Um, yeah, I don't think NXT is gonna. I don't think they're gonna overexpose it. But I think they're gonna use it for matches that are more personal than anything. Like the West match, obviously was a personal thing. Um, yeah, I don't see them overboarding it though. Like I don't see them overexposing it unless you know what I mean. Like if it was like CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, like that's a personal thing. If it was like Kevin Owens turning heel, you know what I mean? That's
Mm,
you want people to feel that. So I could see certain people getting away with it and then certain people just not using it. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
I don't see Cody dropping a bunch of F bombs. You know what I mean? Like I don't see that happening. Because
Yeah,
Cody's too
I
pop.
don't either.
Yeah. I don't see that happening unless we got Dickhead Hill Cody and then that'll be different. But I don't
Mm,
I don't see nah. Like certain people like John Cena, I don't see really doing it. Uh when The Rock did it, it was cool. It was actually awesome because you know it's The Rock. I mean,
Right.
uh, yeah. I don't. Please WWE don't let Roman. Mm-mm. Certain people in NXT like Wes don't need to do it. Like Wes looks like the type of person that was real popular in school,
Oh
and he
yeah.
was just hanging with the cool kids. Like, nah, bro, that's not you. Like, no, you know what I mean? Like, certain people just don't need it. Somebody like Kevin Owens, if we're gonna give him that Stone Cold feel, yeah, he's the type of person that needs it.
Mhm.
But again, I don't
Yeah,
see
Wesley
them.
went on those preppy schools. Yeah, you're right about that.
Like what? I wasn't hyped for it or nothing. I'm just like, yo, look at these two nerds trying to cuss each other out. It's nah. Here's what. Like,
Schoolboy.
yo,
He said, "Look
like
at these two nerds trying to cuss each other out."
yo, like I got the A. Oh, I got an A plus. You like, oh, how you get the plus? You know what I mean? Like, it's nah, bro. Like, no, you don't. Nah, I think WWE is gonna. They're not gonna overexpose it, but they're gonna use it for certain people and certain purposes.
Right.
Gotcha, gotcha. That's how I felt. I feel like with NXT, and then especially when Raw goes to Netflix, and probably SmackDown too. I don't think they're gonna leave SmackDown out of the mix and be like, oh, okay, yeah,
Nah,
SmackDown is not gonna be TV14. I believe most likely it's gonna be across the board type deal, and I
yeah,
feel like okay, it's gonna trickle down a little bit. They're not gonna go to the full scale. Hey, we back as Attitude Era, and we're gonna do some crazy like outrageous stuff. No, I think it's just gonna be gradually built, or they're gonna use it in certain places for, excuse me, like certain rivalries and stuff like you said, like CM Punk. I know they gonna like if we would have it right now, CM Punk and Drew McIntyre would definitely be like a TV14 rivalry. I think,
it
and then
should.
I think other matches, like just other talent, is just going to be able to tell a little bit more edgier story and the stuff like that. But most likely, the people that take a full advantage of it would be like somebody like Kevin Owens, Drew McIntyre,
The Rock.
The Rock, people like that. Yeah, so I feel like that too. Like it's not going to be to appease the investors. That hey man, you supposed to be kid friendly here. They're not gonna overly do it like how they was back in the day, but they're only gonna use it for certain people, overly expose it for certain people, and let the rest just use it to make their stories better and more edgier.
You know what it is too? You can't. You can't. Even if they wanted to go full ahead, you can't because you got too many kids that look up to these superstars. So
Mm-hmm.
WWE is gonna play this real careful with who still says what and who's allowed to, say it. See now
Yeah.
with CW it's a little different because it's a teenager demographic. Like I think
Right.
Oh, okay.
AEW should have went to CW. That would have been a different story. However, it's more of a teenager demographic. So it would make sense for certain
So
superstars to, get away with that. Except for West and his
so,
man that he's fighting. You
so
know,
how so
I think
speaking of
that's how I feel about Raw too. Like being on Netflix, you could get away with it a little bit more too on there.
real quick, speaking about shows going to like a different channel, for Shane with AEW, how is AEW going to do it on Fox?
uh, when they get rid of that bum Rampage,
I,
God,
I
thank
mean,
Lord, thank you, Jesus.
yeah,
Um,
I'm not sure how to. I mean, I'm not sure if they're going to cut promos or how they're going to do it because Fox they block out everything.
Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah.
I think
Fox,
for
man.
I think for AEW, if we gonna put it on Fox, I think for that, I think AEW is just gonna make it a wrestling thing. It's gonna be more
Okay.
of who's not on the card for Dynamite. It was just like Rampage, whatever didn't make the Dynamite card. That's why they had Rampage. You know what I mean? Um,
Hmm.
Tony. I don't think Tony Khan is gonna make that like super special. I think he's gonna make it watchable, but I don't think it's gonna be like over the top. I don't think it's gonna be like outshine Dynamite and Collision, which it shouldn't.
Gotcha. Okay. Makes sense.
All right. Let's see.
If it
What
do,
other
that's the whole problem.
what other
Oh,
wrestling news we got?
Oh yeah. Well, a little bit, man. We talked about it earlier.
Oh, you want to get into your live event?
Not yet. No.
Oh yeah,
About
yeah.
the about Samantha Irving Slam's criticism
Oh
from
yeah, yeah,
fans and
yeah, yeah.
everybody about Jade and Bianca being the host of WWE Bad Blood. So this pretty much so it says here, of course, WWE is gearing up for Bad Blood, of course, this upcoming Saturday. And so it was announced that Jay Cargill and Bianca Belair will be the hosts. And then WWE announcer Samantha Irvin wasn't have any of the criticism that fans, has been posting about it. And Samantha Irvin had the following to say: "We're just gonna sit back and enjoy." She said, "We're never just gonna sit back and enjoy, are we?" And then follow up with another message aimed at the internet wrestling community. IWC knows how to book PLEs, secure sponsors, delegate budgets, call matches, combinate brand and market, but they don't know how to enjoy the show. She also goes on to say the following from another person was like, why we need hoes on a B level pay per view. She goes on to say to make people happy, to have fun, to celebrate the champions who have damn near been on every show, not to ignore the crossover mainstream appeal. These women have accomplished everything and knows what else they you never know what else they have in store, is what Samantha Irvin pretty much said.
Well, I'll go first on this one and say that it is kind of like out there to have a host for Bad Blood, considering that it's not that big of an event. Like you could get away with it with SummerSlam. SummerSlam is a big event. WrestleMania is a big event. You could kind of get away with it with Survivor Series. Kind of get away with it with Royal Rumble, but you see there's contrast to it. We talking about the big, four. We talking about the big four pay-per-views. Where two of them you can get away with it for sure, and the other two, yeah, you can kind of get away with it. But Bad Blood, Backlash, like stuff like that, don't kind of even Money in the Bank. Like, no, you don't really need hosts for that. That. But that being said, I mean, yeah, there is probably like a business aspect side of it that we don't understand. So yeah, there could be like a reason like why they made Bianca and Jay like the host. Who knows? And Samantha, I mean, obviously Samantha would know more. She's in the business. We're fans on the outside looking in, just giving our opinions. She's actually in the business. She's employed by WWE, so she would know the inner workings of what it would take to do whatever, right? But it's still you have to admit, even somebody from your standard, from her standpoint, why do a host for Bad Blood? Like that's
I know
still
why.
like regardless of how she feels about it. And I'm not trying to say she's wrong. I'm just saying, regardless of how you feel about it, that's still from a fan standpoint, that's a legit question. Why do we need a host for a pay per view like Bad Blood? So I understand why fans are criticizing it. I don't think they should be going to Samantha Irvin or anybody else criticizing it. But then again, she just saw the criticism and decided to make a post about it. But still, it's a worthy criticism. I mean, why? Why do we need a host for Bad Blood? If anything, they need to have a match on Bad Blood instead of being a host of Bad Blood. Because the problem we have right now is they have these titles and we're not really doing nothing with them. We're not exposing it too much. We're not getting those titles over that we should be. Bad Blood would be a perfect place for them to have a match.
Right.
You want to legitimize those titles, right? Put them on the pay per view will do that. Like how you did that, just like how you did at Survivor, not Survivor Series, SummerSlam. Yeah, we need that. maybe not every pay per view, obviously, because obviously some people is going to be used for pay per view, some people ain't. But it needs to be on the pay per view. We need build ups to their matches going to a pay per view. Is you're going to put it on the pay per view, but come on, we haven't had a. It's almost been like a month now that we had a main pay per view for main roster. You could have put them on the pay per view. You could have done. Now, granted, we know they going over for Crown Jewel or something. They saving them for Crown Jewel. I don't know. I'm just saying it's a worthy question that shouldn't be shot down. It is a worthy question. Shane, what do you think, though?
They're gonna be in Atlanta. Me not say more. Like, duh. And I hate to use the racial card, but I mean, it's gonna be in Atlanta. Bianca Belair and Jade are from Texas. It's gonna be a lot of, our type of artists. Metro Boomin is supposed to be there, and
Yeah, man.
yeah, they need that. Yo, what up, homie? To host the show, and Bianca and Jade fits that character. I hate to use the racial card, but that's what it is.
I mean,
You
yeah, I also think I think it was the same way for like SummerSlam when they who did they have for the whole, was it Jelly Roll?
It was the Miz.
The Miz?
Yeah, it was the Miz.
Okay.
In Cleveland.
Yeah, I mean, I understood that. They was here in Cleveland, so yeah, the Miz was going to be a host. Okay, I give you that.
Yeah.
But that was SummerSlam. SummerSlam, you could have a host for SummerSlam.
Yeah.
You're not gonna have. You're not gonna have Tommaso Ciampa host for for Bad Blood, a place in Atlanta. Come on, that don't even make sense.
Yeah. I think a lot of people gets the opportunity of hosting like wherever. Where is he from anyway? Let me see.
Who?
Boston. He's from Boston, Massachusetts. Tommaso Ciampa. I was about to say, where is he from?
That's what I'm saying though. You're not gonna get DIY to host Bad Blood in a place where most of us are at. No.
Yeah, true.
No way.
I understand. But the fact that the question
I mean, also they did. I mean, they did the same thing. Like for the one in Puerto Rico. I mean, they had. I forgot who they had there, but you had
Bunny.
Yeah, you had Bad Bunny. It was.
Yeah.
I think it was Bad Bunny.
Was he really a host? He competed. Like, can we say he was a host?
Yeah, he was a host competitor. He was a host competitor.
I think Megan Thee Stallion is going to be there, and Jade and Megan Thee Stallion are like best friends.
But then again, you got Cardi that is going to be at next year's SummerSlam. I mean, yeah, SummerSlam next year.
Yeah, she's gonna be at next year's SummerSlam.
Lord, think about it. Like they're not using Jade to be young.
If they said Cardi B, not Cardi B, but Megan Thee Stallion, I give you that. All right,
but they're not.
She's from Atlanta, right?
Yeah, but they're not going to use. They're not going to use Jade and Bianca. They're not going to use Jade and Bianca for anything else. Come on.
That was my point. I wanted to see them wrestle at Bad Blood.
So as far
I really didn't need a host.
As far as like the from what I've seen, don't quote me on this, but from what I've seen, like when in different people review videos about pay-per-views where Jada and Bianca been defending those tag team titles, it was like, what, this thing didn't need to be, like people been saying, this match didn't need to be on a PLE when they fight. It can just been on SmackDown. This was like a waste of the show. Why put them on a pay-per-view when they can just do this match on Raw or SmackDown?
Because they are pay-per-view worthy competitors, but they're tied to a not so worthy, tag team championships that's worthy for a pay-per-view. And they
Right.
try to make the tag team championships worthy for a pay-per-view. So it's like when you see Bianca and Jay, okay, yeah, they about to have a match on the pay-per-view. But when you realize they the women's tag team champions, like, why put this on the pay-per-view? So it's
So
like
does this?
it kind of hurts, but then at the same time, you're trying to kill that part so you don't say that no more. But
So was Mercedes Moné right the whole time about the tag team division and how whack it was getting booked?
of course, you see that on a day-to-day basis. Look how
Yeah.
many times the between Judgment Day and what's that the Bloodline. How many times those titles get defended since they had them?
Yeah, I just think the whole tag team
Yeah.
division is cursed in general. Is cursed in general.
It's not cursed in general because it was never this bad. It was only we gonna say, but it only got bad in recent times. It's not bad.
Mhm.
It's just I don't want to sound like I'm beating a dead horse here.
No, you good.
They don't have time. I keep going back to they just need time, and they really do. They need time, and you only could do so much when you got 3 hours. And granted, 3 hours gives you plenty of time. If you book it right, you got plenty of time to execute for tag teams and for the mid-card titles. But they choose not to. You got why not put why not have the Judgment Day defend the titles regularly, or at least not regularly, but have an actual story building up to that next one. But the problem is they're part of a faction, and these factions are part of a bigger story. So with the Bloodline, the Bloodline is feuding with Roman Reigns, Cody, Randy, Kevin Owens. So Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa, they get lost in the shuffle because they want them a part of this bigger storyline. But you also remember they're tag team champions. They're supposed to have their own separate storyline away from the faction. But the whole story of the Bloodline
but you just keep them in there all at one time.
Right. So now you run into that problem where, okay, we want to stick to the main story, but we want to put the tag team titles on there, right? So now sticking to the main story, look what happens. The tag team champions, who are Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa,
the
title because they're busy helping Solo.
Wait, Shane said something in the just a quick message, you guys here. Shane had to get out the live. He said his grandma is not responding, so he might have to run to the hospital. So the 3 people who are on here watching, definitely keep Shane in your prayers, you guys, for his family and his grandmother as well, because it's definitely not nothing to play with. Family always come first before anything, before work, before any of that, because that's the way that I am. Because like, if anything was happening, I would leave work in a heartbeat. I don't care who's calling or anything like that. I will definitely leave and just come back, just to like get back home, just to get back home and everything. But it's definitely nothing to play with. So definitely definitely keep Shane in your
But yeah, so prayers goes off to Shane. Definitely know what that's like,
Yeah, I'm just trying to get some more people to come and watch us and everything. I was up here just posting in the posting on my TikTok here.
Right. Um, sorry guys, we've been through a loop here.
It's
The very concerning matter.
yeah, definitely pray for Shane, you guys, once again.
Yeah, definitely pray. Yeah, definitely pray for him.
But we're gonna go ahead and continue to move along and everything, you guys. But we were pretty much just talking about Bianca Belair and Jay Cargill being the host of WWE Bad Blood, um and all that good stuff. But you know, I'm not sure if it's like the good system thing or whatever is going on, but we definitely we definitely want to try to figure out why are they actually doing, why they're like actually doing this. It kind of makes me wonder. But we've seen it before, and we're here seeing it once again.
And getting back, into the show here. I would, like I was saying, like the problem is booking and proper booking. Like I said, with Jay and them being the host, it's not necessarily a problem. It's just more of it wasn't like an expected thing. Like when you think about SummerSlam and WrestleMania, okay, you kind of expect them they're gonna pull like the host gimmick thing, but nobody was expecting that for whatchamacallit for Bad Blood. Like I wouldn't think they was expecting that for Bad Blood. No, I
Right.
don't think nobody would expect that. So for it to be announced, or at least it's not officially, because WWE has not officially announced it, but for it to be announced that they're going to officially announce Jay and them as the host of Bad Blood, probably tomorrow, or most likely tomorrow or sometime within the week. They're going to announce it. I would think it will be just like a left field thing. But Shane
Right.
did make a good point, because you got people like the rappers and stuff, Metro Boomin and all of them. I would have rather Metro Boomin be actually the host if you're going to do it, since he's
Yeah,
like
that's what I was wondering.
since he made the thing, or not made the theme song, but they using one of his songs as the theme song for Bad Blood, and you got him in the promotional the promotional videos with Cody Rhodes, and then you got the announcers promoting it and then mentioning that, the song done by Metro Boomin. Thank the Metro Boomin for the record, blah blah blah. You would think Metro
Yeah,
Boomin would get
he come
that.
out there and like perform and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, you would think that would be, that's pretty much like y'all did allude to it back at SummerSlam. Yeah, it was The Miz was the host, but you can kind of say the guest host was Jelly Roll. He was prominent throughout the show. Not only did he perform, they actually had spots for him. And
Yeah, like
that spot was crazy with the choke sign. That was a great spot.
oh yeah,
But
and then
it was
and I think like
that's
when he hit
we're
that
gonna
floor
do the
too.
hosting. Yeah, if we're gonna do the hosting, that's who I thought would be the host. But hearing that
Right.
Jay Cargill and Bianca Belair,
Yeah, it kind of
that's
kind of threw me off.
kind of
Yeah, it kind of threw me off a little bit.
yeah, and I think that's where this is coming from. It's not so much because you do got those fans who think they know how to book the show better than the wrestlers. You got people like me who be like, well, I don't think I know how to book it better than them, but I do think from a fan standpoint, I know this would be a great thing if they did it like this type booking speculation
Right.
thing. So the WIC is a weird place. You got your weird people and characters and everybody who comes in with these thought process. So it's just, I understand where Samantha Irvin is coming from. She has every right to defend Bianca Belair and Jay Cargill 100%. But as just a curious fan who's not attacking y'all, but just legit curious, why Bad Blood? Now I get it. I was going to allude to this before we got the information about Shane. I understand that they're trying to treat every PLE like a big thing, and that's what Triple H wants. He wants to treat every PLE like it's a big event, and I get that. But
Right.
it's a hard sell when Bad Blood and everything was never really that type of big event. You know, you
Yeah.
can say which is the Backlash is a big event because it's coming off as the pay-per-view after WrestleMania, so it's kind of like a big event. So yeah, you can kind of wiggle that in with Backlash, but that's
Right.
because this continuation of what happened. The Backlash is supposed to be the start of new stories, the new rivalries and stuff. So yeah, you can do it like that, but an event like Bad Blood was never meant to be like that. You know, it was
Right.
always meant to be just like wherever it started with Backlash, it just, you know, the feuds and rivalries that started from Backlash and progressed to wherever it's supposed to be what's happening at Bad Blood. So you would never thought Bad Blood would get a a host, especially if they're just gonna be in an arena. They're not gonna be in a football stadium, they're in an arena.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it was like like I said, I'm not attacking Samantha Irvin. I'm just trying to say that maybe kind of see it from a fan standpoint and to realize if this news has pretty much caught everybody off guard more so. Now I get it. There are some pricks who want to be, you know, think they know everything and they probably attack Samantha Irvin, but I'm just saying from my point of view, I'm just confused. That's all. I'm just like, whoa, this just came out of left field. I'm kind of confused about this. I don't know how to take this information right now, but okay. I mean, you're gonna
Yeah.
do what you're gonna do regardless. So
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely crazy. Um. I really don't know what to say. I don't know if they're coming after her or she's just seeing this thing like online. I mean, like on Twitter or something. Because I pretty much have been looking on Twitter today. Of course, little bit man know the reason why. Um, but yeah, it's definitely crazy. But yeah,
oh, it's definitely crazy. It definitely is. It's definitely crazy because
uh,
it is. I didn't expect them to like when I woke up today. I didn't expect to hear that. Oh, we got a host for Bad Blood. What's up, Say Beer? Thanks for joining us, buddy.
oh, he's
Thanks for
on.
yep.
What's going on, say beer?
Say Beer has joined us.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Uh,
thank you.
but yeah, I did not expect that to be on the bingo card today. That that we're gonna be getting a host for Bad Blood. Like I said, it's a weird thing. It's still weird, but hey, WWE's gonna do WWE thing. So I just would like an explanation on why I know we're not gonna get it, but I would like an explanation on why there's need to be a host for Bad Blood. Seemed like it
Yeah.
was an unnecessary thing. That's all.
Okay. Cool.
So what else do we got? What else do we got newsworthy wise? Because I know it's a lot of stuff. Oh, the where they were saying that there was going to be like a big surprise coming for NXT. They got some big surprise. Shawn Michaels said so. I guess we could speculate on what those big surprises could be. I know we already talked. As you can see, we already know that it's going to be TV14. Uh, no, I don't think Keon is actually in the chat, but uh, at least not yet. Maybe he'll be on later, but no, yeah, Bad Blood don't need a host. It really don't.
Yeah. Oh shoot, we got to do the bad blood prediction video as well. We need to aim for either Wednesday or Thursday. By the
I would
way,
say Thursday, like we usually
Thursday.
do.
Okay,
Yeah, Thursday. I figured that was what Thursday was gonna be. Thursday will be like our bad blood prediction video.
gotcha. Cool. I don't know what surprise. Shawn Michaels real tricky, man. Like, this man ain't really. This man ain't predictable. Like, you don't know what Shawn Michaels have going up his sleeve. Like, this man had. This man had. I mean, he had. We knew Gillia was coming, but we didn't know from NXT last Tuesday he was gonna have Stephanie Vacker to appear up on the.
Vampire.
Yeah, something like
I think it's
something.
Stephanie Vampire, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. But we didn't expect her to actually come up on the TV screen because I thought
Well,
there was.
I've been wondering where she's been at.
Yeah,
I know they signed her. I know she was supposed to be going
uh,
to NXT soon. So,
yeah. I think a lot of people were saying it was something with her visa card. Oh, okay.
oh, we're gonna get to that,
Oh
Xavier.
yeah,
We're
yeah.
gonna
We
get to
go.
that.
Yeah, we're gonna get to it for sure. I'll show you pictures and everything as well, Sabir, of everything on my phone. So definitely want to show you that.
Um, but I don't know. I mean, if they said there's going to be some big surprises for this week's NXT, um, I guess pops other than CM Punk, maybe we're gonna get some more main roster stars on the show. Maybe we're gonna get some surprise debuts that we don't that we think might be coming. Maybe Hukalea could be debuting on NXT soon. Maybe, who knows?
Yeah, yeah, man. You never really know what's gonna happen. I mean, it kind of. Oh, there he goes,
There you go. There you go, Savior.
Saber.
There you
Here
go.
he goes, and we're def. Yo, what's up? What's up, sir? Sorry I didn't make it yesterday. I know a little bit, man. Tells you about what happened. So I know you and Sabier want to. Oh, oh man, this is wild here.
You're a week early. That's the week Randy Orton is gonna be on NXT Savior.
Yep, that'll be.
That's the week that Sexy Red gonna be on there.
Yeah, it's
That's
gonna be
on the
the
October
following
8th,
Tuesday.
yeah, the following Tuesday.
Yep. So just want to let you Sabir and Keon know that on this Tuesday we're gonna do the review at like 6:30 so we can go ahead and try to watch NXT and
Since this is gonna be like the season premiere for NXT,
yeah.
it's not gonna be like today. Trust me. Today we were supposed to start at 7. We started like 50 minutes late. It won't be like that. Tuesday we're gonna, like I said, like Chris was saying, we're gonna try to start early and end the live early so we could catch whatchamacallit
Yeah.
NXT. And I'm most likely probably gonna do a NXT review Wednesday. Yeah. I might go ahead and do that Wednesday.
Gotcha. Cool.
Thanks, Sabier. Appreciate that.
Appreciate it, sir. But yeah, I can't try to speculate anything. Like I said, Shawn Michaels, that man is definitely too tricky on everything that he do, and I wasn't expecting like I wasn't expecting like when like anything that Shawn Michaels does, I wasn't expecting anything that he does. But I'm definitely ready to see what's gonna happen. Of course, this upcoming Tuesday.
And then I forgot too. Then we got TNA, so maybe we get some TNA stars that we haven't gotten yet crossing over with WWE.
Yeah,
Maybe like what's the guy that
Moose.
Moose? Yeah, maybe we might get Moose.
What if Moose actually what if Moose comes like on the main roster because him and Drew McIntyre been having like some beef? Or if he comes in and just freaking does something like Drew McIntyre like during Hell in a Cell or something like that, and he just snaps the gate off or something. That'd be crazy.
It, but
that'd be pretty cool though.
Low, we still haven't seen like a main roster person interact with TNA. They must have been keeping TNA and NXT like the crossing over point. So I don't know. It could still happen. Maybe that's what I was saying. Maybe so basically NXT is going to AEW route.
Yeah, but AEW is kind of like going the WWE route, but as far as like the SmackDown side, because they're going on Fox. Well, the show that they're coming out with is going to Fox, which Fox, they like to cut the ends short, they like to black screens out, block everything. So maybe this may be just AEW's wrestling show. How long has Moose been with Impact? Yeah, he's been with Impact for like what? If I had to guess, maybe 3 years or more.
Yes, that's from what I've heard. He's been on there for a long time.
Yeah,
but I would think they said it's gonna be some big surprises. So I would figure maybe some NXT, some TNA superstars that we haven't seen on there before. Maybe we get the turn of Jordan Grace, or maybe we do get a TNA champion or TNA superstar becoming an NXT champion or something like that.
What if Jacob Fatu comes on there and just wins the NXT championship and carries it wherever he wants? I mean, I'm just I mean, some surprises.
He comes on there and he demand that the title match between Ethan Page and Trick Williams be a triple threat match, and then he just wins it. That'd be crazy.
And
that'd be crazy. But I mean, it's like when he says big surprises, it's a lot. With Shawn Michaels, that's a lot of possibility.
Yeah, so, Shawn Michaels is not like Triple H, so he gonna slowly do stuff. He's just gonna have like, bam, there you go, and just do it like that, and you just looking like a deer in the headlights or something. Like, whoa, shoot! Oh yeah.
It would definitely dog walk Ethan Page.
He'll dog walk and pick him. He'll dog walk him and then pick him back up and walk him again. Man, I'm like so for real.
I would say though, Trick Williams, especially since they're going to be in like an actual arena. Oh man, that crowd's going to go crazy for Trick Williams' song.
I wish we
go crazy for Trick Williams.
I also wish NXT. I think NXT is going to be traveling now. I don't think they're going to be, in that performance center.
They're going to be traveling for at least these first two episodes. I don't know. I don't think they said they're going to be traveling a lot, but they're going to be trying. I think from what I remember, I know they're traveling for this week and next week.
They need to come here.
I don't think it's going to be like every show they're going to be traveling, but they're
going
to travel more than they usually do.
Right. But yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Oh yeah. Shawn Michaels definitely do some good booking on NXT, man. He don't like
turn to Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, you want something real slow and you want to wait it out for about some months or two. Holler at Triple H. If we want something that
Triple H is crazy, he's gonna make that wait worth it though. He's gonna give you some solid booking in between that wait. Like the example is Xavier.
Whoa. Shane said something. Hold on.
I don't think she won't make it, man.
Oh my god. Give us a moment, guys. Give us a moment. Sorry about that. I know we just had got some, not so good news here. That's probably why we lost Chris. Um, it was three of us. Shane, or Thanos, as Sabier like to call it, had a family emergency, and we kind of in and out between doing the show and you know saying about that. We kind of been in and out on that front. So, again, send prayers to Shane. He is going through a family emergency, and he will need y'all guys' prayers. But back to yeah. So it's a thing going on right now. It's a thing. But getting back to what we was talking about here, Derek, yeah, real life is kind of sucks right now. The surprise that could be going on, it could be a lot of things. It could be a lot of things that could be happening with um, NXT. I'm thinking, well, Shawn Michaels, because this information again is coming from Shawn Michaels. Uh, what's up, Sullivan? Um, Shawn Michaels did say that big surprises are coming. So the things I'm running through my mind, booking wise, some TNA superstars we haven't seen before, maybe Moose, maybe. I'm thinking the only thing I can say was like, okay, what can we say? If we're talking about big surprises, then what about an NXT superstar, NXT, but TNA superstar actually becoming a WWE champion, where we have, for the first time in history, we have a champion that's not a WWE superstar. He's like a superstar, or she's a superstar from a different promotion. That would be kind of cool, to honestly, for WWE to have a champion, but it's not somebody under your promotion. That's somebody over in TNA. Even if we only have it for a week, and even though we have it for a week, that'd still be a cool thing to see. A champion from a person from a different promotion be a champion for a promotion they're not even hired at. Oh, for sure. Shawn Michaels knows what he's doing, for sure. Shawn Michaels does know what he's doing. What is we got Chris back here.
All right,
I
sorry.
think a couple of stars wrestling showing up other than title matches. Yeah. That's what I said. I think we're gonna probably get some title matches, maybe some superstars. Like from TNA will show up. You know, it could go either way. I think that's pretty much what we're gonna get.
Appreciate it, Keon. Thank you.
I think that's what we're gonna get from this coming up. Then again, remember, I believe he could be talking about two different nights too, because we still got the St. Louis one where obviously Sexy Red and Randy Orton is going to be a part of it. So maybe he's talking about that too. He's probably talking about both shows could be, having big surprises for both shows. So who knows?
Yeah, for sure. NXT star Lash Legend drops a teaser for her first cooking show, Dash of Lash, which definitely does have Mr. Trick Williams on there. Here you guys, check it out.
Yeah. First look, Lash Legend drops teaser for. Oh, okay. They give Trick Williams and them their own show.
Yeah, that's actually pretty. That's actually pretty cool though.
That's pretty cool, and for the fact that we getting it so soon. Usually they don't have it until they get to the main roster. That's crazy. It says
excited to see what Lash Legend is cooking up. You can subscribe to her YouTube channel ahead of Dash Lash premiere using the link. So she has a YouTube channel. It says, that's the debut of that episode will be on October 17th. So okay, cool. Definitely gonna have to. Definitely gonna have to.
Adam Cole's gonna. It could be. Honestly, it could be.
Yeah, Adam Cole. That he hurt him. Like I remember Adam Cole hurt himself. Oh yeah. She definitely 6 feet. Like that one time when she came out and fought, I think Roxanne or something. You should have like she was in a battle royal. You see how big she was over Roxanne. I was like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, that is a tall woman. That's a tall woman. When she fell off that ladder, I was just like, oh my god. And that one, when they were trying to crown the first ever women's North American champion, I was like, holy crap, that's a big woman falling. She fell hard. But yeah, I mean, that's cool though. Them actually having their own TV show this soon.
Mm-hmm. Cool. What's this thing they got for NXT? That's called. It's a WWE star set to represent the NXT in Sherry Martel Classic Tournament. What is that?
I have no idea.
I've never heard anything of
it. Where is that? Where is this post coming from?
Let's see. Ringside News. Let me see here. Yeah, the Sherry Martel Classic Tournament.
Sherry Martel Classic Tournament.
Yes. I really don't know about this. Keon said, seems like everyone coming out with their own show or movie. Yeah. They definitely are. Yeah.
I mean, these are larger than life stars who are very popular. And Trick Williams, when he got his push towards the NXT championship and that whole Carmelo Hayes, like that feud with Carmelo Hayes up until he got his NXT championship was fire. And it put Carmelo and Trick on the map for real. So that was a nice way to send Carmelo from NXT to the main roster, but he put Trick in a good seat to be the man of NXT. They just took Mae Young's name off and put Sherry. Must be Sean's idea. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
the Mae Young Classic, but they're calling it Sherry Classic, I guess.
Okay, yeah. Also another news report here. Ex-WWE writer claims Ricochet will not experience quality booking under Tony Khan. I mean,
Yeah,
Keon, Sabir, let me know what y'all think about this as we go go ahead and talk about this. So, let me read let me read this. While speaking on Sportskeeda, Russell Bing, Vince Russo, I think y'all know this guy.
yeah.
Yeah,
Best Russo.
yeah, he definitely won't. I mean, you only see this man on TV. Like you see him on, he don't get no mic time because they know he can't speak on the mic. But Russo called out Ricochet and stated that Ricochet won't experience quality in AEW, neither, as he's now working for Tony Khan, referencing Khan's track record over the past 5 years. He said there's not gonna be quality at AEW. Come on, Ricochet, stop. You're going to work for Tony Khan. If you haven't seen this guy's track record for the last 5 years, I can pretty sure tell you there's not plenty of any quality at all. Ricochet also revealed that Vince McMahon criticized him for being spectacular in the ring. Regardless, Ricochet is more happy in AEW right now and has a huge title lineup next week, which he's probably going to lose. So we'll have to see how he performs in that match. So, what do you guys think about this?
I mean, he's not lying. He's not
He's
lying.
not. I mean,
Not lying at all.
if anybody knows about writing a show or anything, and you know Tony Khan is not writing a show or anything, he's just like putting people out there. Like, for instance, me and Little Bit Man, we were talking earlier today, and we talked about how Jake Cargill had a interview with the Busted Open podcast with I think it was with Mark Henry. I will find that video, you guys, and I'll post it on my community tab for you guys if you guys want to check it out. And Jake Cargill said she didn't have any wrestling experience whatsoever, and she said she was founded by Mark Henry. And Tony Khan had her, Tony Khan told her she's going to be in a match, and she was like, okay. And then it wasn't like a one-on-one match. It was a match. You guys remember this match when it was Red Velvet and Cody Rhodes versus Jade Cargill and Shaquille O'Neal. And so, with that being said, you notice like her performance wasn't that good, kind of like how it is in AEW. I mean, how it is in WWE right now. Like, she's doing more things, she's moving around the ring more. She's not like just being stable into like one spot, like doing the old Goldberg thing or whatever. And so, and I feel like this is definitely bad. This is definitely bad for AEW to do Ricochet like this. Ricochet is gonna learn sooner or later. I mean, he just got there maybe like a month ago, but when he realized it and he definitely see what's gonna happen, he's gonna want up out that contract, and he may end up not wishing anything on him. But Ricochet hurts himself, and stuff too. So that kind of that will kind of put him out as well. So I mean, he's doing stuff like he couldn't do in WWE, but he's doing all these different flips and dives and all that good stuff, whatever. But I don't think it's gonna last that long enough for him to actually stay safe in the ring, because he was safe in the ring with WWE, but now he's in AEW. Freaking Tony Khan gonna want him to go balls to the wall. Tony Khan is trying to push all the wrestlers at one time. That's why it doesn't work. There's no long-term plan for anyone, and then they don't even know how to do no dang story. They don't know how to write no story whatsoever.
Oh no!
So for instance, you had Darby Allin to fight in some kind of little tournament thing, and for him to actually go one-on-one with whoever wins out of Bryan Daniels, out of Swerve Strickland or Bryan Danielson for the world title. And then for that, you had John Moxley come back with this different persona or whatever, and then start attacking people, and then calling out Darby Allin for for past 2 weeks. And then after you do that, then you just pretty much end up have him to wrestle his spot off. And then you had Bryan Danielson didn't know if he was going to show up or not to face Nigel McGuinness. And then after then, Bryan Danielson beats Nigel McGuinness, and then you're gonna have Darby Allin lose his spot just to build up this match right here, just for Bryan Danielson to lose his world heavyweight title, which I feel like that's gonna happen. So it's kind of weird. Like how are you gonna put a tournament out there for somebody to win a spot, but you want them to give up their spot? Like what? And then I just don't get it, man. But yeah, Tony Khan definitely trying to push all his wrestlers. I mean, he's not he's not pushing Chris Jericho. Y'all seen those things I've been y'all seen those little post things I've been doing about
Chris Jericho. People leaving Chris Jericho's matches.
Yeah, that right there. Yeah, you definitely seen that, and it's like, I don't know what's going on with Tony Khan, but yeah, what's your take on that a little bit, man? I'm gonna grab me something to drink real quick.
No, Ricochet is not gonna get the proper push. He's not. Ricochet is not gonna get the proper push that you would think he's gonna get. I want him to. I want him to succeed in AEW. I want him to succeed in WWE. I really do. It's just the thing is, Tony Khan's booking is like tremendously horrible. It's tremendously horrible. Saying tremendously horrible is probably like the wrong word. It's not good. It's not good. And to think that he's going to get the time that he should. I mean, take the Jay Cargill story, for example. What type of person would put Jay Cargill in the match knowing that she had no experience whatsoever being a wrestler?
Yeah, like, she just played basketball.
I mean, come on. She had no experience, and you're gonna put her in a match with Shaq, of all people. She's supposed to be the person that carries Shaq, but you like Cody Rhodes and them have to carry the whole. Just no. Bro.
Yeah, even Red Velvet, she can't even wrestle.
So it's not a good look. It's not.
And you want to know, and Keon and Sabir and whomever else is watching, you guys want to know another thing about Jeff Hardy as you're speaking here, Sabir? Jeff Hardy said he's happy in his spot right now with him going back to TNA. Like him and his brother are pretty much happy. This is like they said this is like the best thing that they've had in their career in a very long time. And being part of TNA, is definitely right for them. I mean, they seen what was going on in AEW, all the drama gossip thing, all this CM Punk stuff or whatever and all that, man. Heck no. It's I don't know, y'all.
They seem like they're doing a good thing with when it comes to what you would call it over there in TNA. So I let them do it, but I don't know about it. I don't think you would come over here in this division. This division is for WWE is wild right now. They got a lot.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
So until they could get some things ironed out. Oh, my fault.
No, my bad.
Yes, Impact needs some of those people to get in. Yeah, true. But no, yeah, the landscape of WWE don't need more superstars right now. They don't. Until some stuff gets fixed. But overall, I would say, yeah, no. We're gonna say you're not gonna get the proper booking that you should get. At least, No, yeah, she definitely should have. She should have signed with Impact over AEW.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
definitely should have signed.
yeah, she just wants that money. I mean, she just want that money though. I mean, anybody. I mean, that's pretty much what everybody like goes for. But at the same time, um, I mean, you got to realize. I mean, you would have thought like Mercedes would have been going like after a world title or something like that, but she's going for like a mid card title, and that's I just feel like that. I just feel like that's
They haven't even moved her into the world title picture, so that's even
yeah,
more crazy than that.
and I think that's funny. I mean, you can get money all you want to, but she's not like the same as I've seen before.
I mean, it just you don't. She thought I don't know. Maybe it is better in AEW in some aspects, but come on, man, you really was about to think you was really about to get the same type of impact you had in WWE. WWE is the big leagues, whether we like it or not. That's the big leagues. You
Right.
got the minor leagues, you got the big leagues, the major leagues. Sorry, excuse me. And AEW is the minor leagues. WWE is the major leagues. There's a reason for that. And
Uh,
the booking in AEW, now granted, the booking in WWE and AEW is bad. This is not me saying, oh, WWE got better booking than AEW. Trust me, WWE's booking is still bad. It's just not as bad as it was when Vince was running it. When Vince was running, that booking was atrocious and horrible. With Triple H, we could say the booking is kind of bad. It went from being atrocious and horrible just to kind of bad. And that's only because Triple H haven't quite figured out yet how to properly book his male tag team division with the property you do with the women's tag team titles, and then the proper usage of, well, at least at the moment, the United States Championship. He's knocked out the park with the Intercontinental, but now it's time for the United States Championship to be elevated to the next level. Everyone that comes to AEW gets thrown to Britt Baker. Is crazy. So you should have had a couple of feuds before she even smell. Britt, they literally dropped the bag. Yeah, and then Britt was coming off an injury, so she was rusty as hell. I mean,
yeah.
I can't believe that was not a good matchup. You would think it was, but you think it would be, but I guess it wasn't, and it was just she probably was rusty, coming off an injury.
Yeah, she was going for a good little while.
But this is Tony Khan. This is Tony Khan for you.
Yeah, I mean Mercedes making that huge money, and nobody's gonna like beat her. I mean, especially Britt Baker, which Britt Baker, she's been like one of the ones that that was like one of the originals of AEW. So
yeah.
Is Keon still in here?
Yeah, I think he might not be.
Yeah. Cause soon enough I'm gonna get to my experience thing here shortly.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get to that. I was trying to at least say it for like the final talking point of the show.
Oh yeah. I was trying to make sure he was still in before we did.
I'm trying to figure out, do we got any more wrestling news?
Let's see here. Wow, Seth Rollins appears during the Ravens versus Bills NFL game tonight.
Oh, okay. Considering the fact that he got tossed out the last one he did.
Yeah, when he was out there with the Colts, and then he ended up having a Bears jersey on.
They tossed him out.
My boy Pat McAfee making some bucks. He out there joins the Oh, okay. You watching the game now? Okay, cool, cool.
No,
Yeah,
that's
that's it.
good.
It says he joins the NFL Network's game day morning crew. Okay, boy, making man, that man makes some money. Wasn't he just like a kicker, right, for the Colts?
Who?
Pat McAfee.
Yeah, yeah, I believe so. I could that was this whole thing. He was a kicker.
Yeah, let me kick the ball and then
I mean, I
yeah.
probably did more than just being a kicker,
Oh,
but
punter.
that
Okay,
was like his. I'd say that was like his strong suit was being a kicker.
yeah. Shit, let me man making some millions. Let's see
No
here.
doubt.
Trying to see what else I got in here. I know it was a news thing I seen yesterday. While I was at the event before the event had started, and they were pretty much talking about WWE is cutting back on their live events as well. I seen here
Yeah, I
Logan
remember that.
Logan Paul had
Oh, he was a punter. He was. That's what he was. Uh, sorry. Yes, he said punter. Well, I'm. I can't wait till he returns back to WWE. I think they said what he was going to be back for in January, probably for the premiere of Raw being on Netflix.
okay. Here it is. Liv Morgan upset over WWE cutting down a live event schedule. So Liv Morgan spoke to the New York Post where the topic of WWE cutting down their live event schedule came up in the conversation. The outlet asked for her thoughts on WWE doing that, and she said she's a little bit sad about it because she had the following to say. So she says, I'm sad to see them kind of go a little bit because the house shows are so much fun uh, and and so much more intimate. House shows are truly for the love of the game. House shows are for the love of the art of wrestling, performing, and being with fans and interacting with the fans on a more intimate level. Also, for me, I feel like when that's when I got good having so many reps on the live events back in 2017, 18, and 19. I was doing every single live event, but it helped me get so much better because I was getting all these reps. I'm sad to see it go for the newer guys and girls coming in who aren't able to have that experience and have those reps at live events under their belt. But it is what it is. Um, Time home is always nice. We spent so much time away from friends and family. It's nice, but I do love the WWE live events. So
He
it's
said
kind of
that
sad.
he should cut back the house shows. I agree. Less injuries and wrestlers have more rest and workout time. True, that is true. But some of them, like sometimes the house shows help with training too. And it helps with training and exposure. So there's a give and take. There's an art and a business aspect to the house shows. It's just not about them getting out there and more exposure. It's also about training. They use that as a training ground to help some wrestlers who still may need to be tweaked. I mean, I think Jade, they did that with Jade. They before she got into back onto the TV permanently and was doing this thing with Bianca. They was making her do a whole bunch of house shows. So
Right.
there was it's a method to the madness if you're following here. It's a method to the madness to what they do. And it's a reason. It all goes together. So it's just I don't know. It's hard to say whether or not what's the right thing to do. At the end of the day, WWE knows what's the right thing to do. But to me, I don't think they should cut. I don't think they should cut down, but not like cut it down like how they probably gonna do it. but they maybe like cut out a little bit. But then again, Chris wouldn't get the experience he got that we're gonna talk about in a few.
Yeah, for sure. Because that was like one of the biggest ones I ever had, and gonna show you guys here in a little while. I know you're still waiting, Sabier, to actually see
Yeah,
everything
trust me,
as
we
well
haven't
with it.
forgot about your question, Sabier. We just try to get some of these new stuff out the way first. They just it's the sketch. I'm not. That's why I said scheduling wise, maybe you could take some down just so they can have a little bit more risk. I mean, golly, I wouldn't. I know being a dedicated superstar is probably like a dream for them, but man, being on the road away from your family, that gotta take a toll on you at one point. Or at least it gotta be like I won't even say at one point. It's probably something that sometimes just creeps back up on you. Like, man, kind of sometimes hate being on the road like this because I don't get to see my kid. My kid's growing up. I'm not really there. They probably wonder like where's daddy or where's mommy. It's and I know they can't always track. They sometimes the kids and the husband and the wife or whoever is the superstar. Their spouse travels with them sometimes a little bit, but
Oh
they can't be
man.
there. They can't be there 365 days a year.
So I want to talk about this real quick, you guys. We definitely need some prayers for this as well. Lita reveals heartbreaking impact of Hurricane Helene on her property, you guys. From her WWE, you guys remember Lita. Remember she used to be with Edge. You remember she used to be with Matt Hardy and all that. Yes. And a couple of other stars as well that we may know of. It says many celebrities have been impacted by the hurricane destruction. Lita talked about in a video she shared on Instagram, showing water like flood in her basement, revealing struggles as the disaster continues into its third day. The waters in the basement almost reached knee level. And it's apparent now that Lana is trying to clear her basement as much as possible. For y'all may know her as CJ Perry. Most of you guys know her as Lana. Most of you guys know her as CJ Perry. She
The
said she
Ravishing
requested
wrestler.
prayers. Yes, definitely. That used to be at Rusev. She requested prayers for her family while others are searching for missing individuals. Of course, yeah, that water wasn't playing, you guys.
The hurricane was in Florida, right? It hit like Florida or stuff.
It was like Florida or North Carolina.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is what Lita posted. Here's like the water. It's no video. It's just showing like you can see the water there.
That's from Lita.
Yeah, you see like that's her like her knees right there, and it's
Oh
almost knee
wow.
high.
Oh
Yeah, for
wow.
real. Yeah, and it says a couple other people, but they haven't been named. So yeah, guys, definitely prayers out for the people who are impacted by that hurricane there. Um USA Network almost pulled NXT from the air during their final run. Oh wow. Okay.
Huh? What'd you say, Chris?
Uh USA Network almost pulled NXT from the air during the final overrun when they that almost
That that would have been petty. That would have been
yeah.
petty.
Yeah, dang. Yeah,
I mean,
they definitely mad. Shoot, man. I don't know.
I mean, why would you do that? Why would you even consider that? So what? So you gonna try to? You already took an hour from Monday Night Raw, so now you're gonna say what? You're gonna try to cut
Hey, what? Hey, whoa, when does that happen again? October what?
it'll be it won't be this week. This week is the final third
3 hour.
3 hour Raw week, and then next Monday will be the start of the 2 hour Raw. So the Raw that leads it to the St. Louis NXT is going to be 2 hours. So
Goodness,
this
man.
Monday tomorrow is the final 3 hour Monday Night Raw, at least until January.
Bronson Reed posted on his Instagram. He got some new tattoos that he's ready for that last Monster Standing match. As you can see, he got
Oh, that's
look.
about to be good. I forgot about that match. That match is about to be good tomorrow. I swear that should be the main event. That last Monster
gotta
Standing
be.
match should be the main event. Cause that's about to be good.
Yeah, Raw going back to 2 hours. I wish Raw can just start at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
I wish you can just start at 7.
Yeah,
All right, who's
I'm
the
glad
second
Raw
person?
going back to 2 hours. Yeah, I mean it's gonna be like that. Like I said, for until January. 'Cause I think once January hit and it goes the week that Raw goes to Netflix, Raw is going back to 3 hours, and SmackDown is joining Raw as 3 hours.
Yeah, they're just trying to get past this thing here with
USA and stuff because I forgot this week was officially the last week of all the shows being on USA Network because now this
because
week will be
October
the start
7th
of
is next Friday.
yeah.
I mean next Monday, excuse me.
This will be the start. This week will be the start of only SmackDown and Raw being on USA, while NXT would be now on its new home, the CW.
Got you. Okay.
So that's yeah. You know they could have gave them a bag and they would have kept NXT. But then
Yeah.
again, this is kind of promising. So I actually want to see how Sean is going to cook on this semi bigger scale now with NXT. Because
I feel
now
like
they got a whole arena of fans they gotta entertain, and not just an intimate, couple of hundred people setting.
right.
Cause what that they normal stage area that's only like a couple of hundred people. That's not even 1,000 people. It don't look like it'd be that many people.
Yeah, I'll say it's probably like 300, something like that.
Yeah, they don't be looking like
Maybe
it'd be
5.
big. Yeah, that's what I figure. It's like more of an intimate
But yeah, that
arena.
built it depends on who comes. That building starts to like shake like when Joe Hendry came that one time.
Oh yeah, true that. But that's why you could feel that because of that intimate small thing.
Mm-hmm.
But no, yeah, that's gonna be an interesting thing. But being 2 hours, then again, now with it being 2 hours, you do gotta think about this, Xavier. What are we gonna do with the storylines that we got that was dependent on these 3 hours now? Who you gotta the challenge for Triple H is who am I going to feature on that week's Raw? Who's
And
not?
don't do
Who's only going to be doing promos on that week's Raw? And then
and please don't do
next
Judgment
week,
Day like 3 times throughout the 2-hour show now.
Yeah, no, you can't do that no more now. At least not until January.
I think their NXT is just doing it only for this upcoming Tuesday, where they will be in Chicago, and then next week they'll be in St. Louis.
Yeah, I think if I'm correct, from what I remember, they're going to be traveling. They're going to try to travel more than they do now, but it's not going to be like super a lot. Like they're going to travel like these 2 weeks. These first 2 weeks of CW, being on the CW, yeah, there's going to be traveling. They're going to travel to Chicago. They're going to travel to St. Louis. But I don't think they're traveling beyond that. They probably going to go back to Florida, or they probably can't go to Florida now.
Is Florida still looking bad up there?
I don't know. I hope maybe they can, maybe not. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure they're gonna I'm pretty sure they're gonna be traveling again, but they're not. It's not gonna be all
Oh
all in
shoot!
SmackDown.
Hey, Jimmy Uso returned at the WWE house show in Huntsville, Alabama tonight. No, look at that. Can't really
Yep,
see it though. Hold
yep.
on.
That means he returned. That means he's gonna be back Friday. Mr. Jimmy Uso returning Friday.
See
But
it?
yeah, I
See, here
think
it is.
Jimmy Uso.
Oh shit. He looks a little bit. He
Yeah,
looks a little bit different. Like he has
he,
that. He has that same. He has that same song. The that No Yeet song, and his hair. He's grown his hair back, and he's grown his beard out too.
okay. With Raw being 2 hours, can you actually have matches and get right to the story? No filler sevens, no way. You can't convince me that 3 hours served is purpose. You still have people and catering. No, that's no, and that was the problem with Triple H. That's why back to what I was saying before. Both shows got bad booking because you got 3 hours of a show and you got people in catering that could be out there having a match. That's why I said if we're gonna when we go back to Netflix, when we get well not back to when we get on Netflix and we got SmackDown and Raw being 3 hours, that's something Triple H is gonna have to tighten up because we're not about to have 6 hours of programming and then we got nobody, we got people hanging out in catering. Do something, man. You gotta do something. You gotta do somebody. You gotta do something. You somebody. You know
Yeah.
you got to. Yeah, just checking in on my sister. She live in North Carolina. Um, but no, yeah, you gotta 2 hours. You're right about one thing. With Raw being 2 hours, you can't actually have matches and get straight to the story. You got to. You only got 2 hours. So you got to get straight to the matches. You got to get straight to the point. You can have somewhat. Jeff is telling us about Seth Rollins being at the football game. Yes, Jeff. Yes, we do know. I think we already. I think Chris mentioned it a little bit. Um, but yeah, no. Well, 2 hours is going to be a good intimate setting. It's going to be. It's going to be good for Raw. Uh, but at the same, maybe this is what Triple H needs to get his booking in order. Maybe you're right, Sabier. Maybe it being 2 hours, Triple H to get his booking better. He knows how to book segments better, so that when by the time we get back to a 3 hour format, he'll know what to do this time around and how to, and can start fresh. So maybe you're right. Maybe this is gonna be a good thing. I don't know, but I do know that his booking got to be better once we go to Netflix and we get two shows that's going to be 3 hours apiece. You know, that's got to be a better, way to do all that. But yeah, you gotta have better book.
Bobby Eaton country. Ha ha. Hey, man.
All right, I think is that it. That's all the news we got. I don't think I can. I don't think I got anything else newsworthy. I'm trying to see that I got any daily news. That was the big one with Jimmy Uso returning. So that was
Yeah.
um yeah. I don't think we got anything else. I really don't. least I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing anything like concrete. Oh, for sure. For sure. NXT is on fire right now. NXT is the better show right now. So yes, NXT is Shawn Michaels is the booking wise. Shawn Michaels is definitely the man. Chef's kiss. Shawn Michaels got the best. He got the out of all the Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. He got the best division, best storytelling. He got the best women's division, the most caked up women's division.
Yeah.
He got the most. He got the. And not even that. His women's division is interesting. You got Julia facing Roxanne Perez with Stephanie Vampire in the wings. Man, you can't tell me that division ain't cooking. Tony Khan do not have a division that's cooking like Shawn Michaels is. It's just we need everything else to be on par with Shawn Michaels, and you pretty much damn near got a perfect WWE. If everything else, SmackDown and Raw can follow suit with their booking, you damn near got a perfect WWE.
Exactly. That's on wow.
That's true. With NXT, that's like that. So he need to let Shawn Michaels help him out on Raw and SmackDown, maybe, or at least see how that's work. I understand NXT is more the wrestling show, but Shawn Michaels finds a good balance between wrestling and storytelling. And it all works. So
oh yeah, for sure.
But it being Raw going back to 2 hours, maybe this helps Triple H get better. Maybe this is a good thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Who knows?
I think it will. Yeah. Hey, that's funny a little bit, man. You see that?
Well, Hunter can't stand Sean was always better.
That's definitely that's definitely true. For sure. That is definitely one true thing there. But the thing is, it's like I don't know.
Yeah, so with the wrestling news out the way, spotlight is on Chris now. Spotlight's on Chris. So, Sabier asked a question earlier, and which was, what was the Chris's experience at this live event that was in Chris's backyard yesterday? So this is kind of what we were supposed to do when I went to SummerSlam. We was kind of sort of supposed to do a review slash like a video like this where I've given my actual experience from the live show, but things happen. But since Chris is freshly off of a live show and still feeling the juices of being close to a one miss Kate the Bailey. Hey, kicking it with Leo, my buddy. Nice hearing from you, man. Nice hearing from you. So, Chris, tell us, man. The floor is yours. What was it like being at this live event and getting to meet some of these wrestlers up close and personal? And by me up close and personal, I mean he was literally close. He up and personal with these wrestlers. To the point where I think Karrion Kross was conspiring to break Chris away from the Wrestling Pit podcast. I mean, And Chris showed you this picture. He looked at Devious. He looked like he was doing what he did to Xavier Woods to Chris. It looked like there was some we got to go talk to Karrion Kross here. Chris, you're muted.
Sorry, my bad. All right, so pretty much I ended up getting there. I say around like 3:00. Of course, the show don't start until 7. So you know how all the wrestlers pull in and everything. So there's a side of the building that you stand on, but the security guy, he's right there, and then you have a whole bunch of other people. So I was able to get there. Oh wow.
Hold on, this is a married man here. I don't think he knows that much about Bailey.
So this right here, people are like, there's Gunther. So I want to show you guys a couple of photos. Let me try to turn the brightness down a little
bit. Here we go. The
photos. So that was Gunther, right? So that was Gunther right there. And he was just getting his stuff out of his trunk. And after then, you can see his face. That is definitely Gunther. That was definitely Gunther. I'm gonna zoom in on him. Hold on, y'all. Y'all can't tell me that's not Gunther right there. Because the WWE bus stand was pulled back there in the back. He was getting his stuff out. And Ilya was actually in the car with him. And I was like, man, where's Ludwig Kaiser? So Kaiser, of course, he didn't.
Kaiser.
So he didn't come.
Weird that you said it was Ilya. I'm like, what happened to Ludwig? Did they beat Ludwig up on the way to the show?
So I was like, what in the world going on? So I ended up, we ended up hearing like a bus, and I heard, shoo, and it was free. And there was Cody Rhodes.
For those who don't know, that's Cody Rhodes' tour bus.
Yeah, you can hear my kid kind of in the background. He said has the Wheatley on the bus. So he slowed down, but the security guy, he ended up well, shoot, we was trying to get him to come over there, but he was getting this stuff out, and then Ilya came around. Ilya looked at freaking jacked, y'all. Like for his height, he was like freaking jacked. And he looked up, but he didn't say anything.
You saw with Metro Boomin taking out the arena.
Nah.
I think Cody Rhodes has been going back and forth.
Yeah. So it was like pretty cool. The security guy said Cody Rhodes just got it, had his stuff with him, and he just went straight into with his luggage, and he just went straight into the building. So I was like, oh man, I was like, dang. But he said most of the time, like when Cody wasn't champion, he would actually be, he would actually go out there, interact with the fans, take pictures and everything, talk to people and all that good stuff for about a good 20 minutes. So I was like, well, man. So, we ended up continuously wait, and in this car here, you had the official guy that told people where to park. We had Miss Nikki Cross in a Soccer Mom's van.
Oh, that's a van that Nikki in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you really couldn't see her because she turned her head and she seen we had the camera, so she turned the head back. But yeah, Cody, man, he didn't come over there. I was like, God dang. And so we continue.
Leo has said Jimmy's coming at Bad Blood. No, I think we're gonna see him on SmackDown before Bad Blood.
So yeah, this Friday, he got the tag team title match. Well, triple threat tag team.
We could see him Friday. Then over, then Bad Blood, but then again, they could save for Bad Blood too. But go ahead, Chris. Continue your story.
No, you're good, man. So nobody didn't know who this guy is that was standing out there, and I was like, man, I was like, man, that's Joseph Park. So if you guys don't know Joseph Park, do you guys remember Abyss from TNA? Abyss. Yep, Abyss, the one who used to do the black pole slam. He was kind of like the Kane of TNA. that was that guy. He parked like directly in front of us, and when I said that, he looked at me and smiled, and then he got the rest of his stuff and went on in the building. But I was like, yeah, that's Joseph Park, Abyss or whatever. So then, we kind of waited for a little while, and then we seen Tommaso Ciampa end up getting out the car with Johnny Gargano. Mm-hmm. And then and Johnny and Tommaso were telling us, hold 1 second. So I ended up getting a picture with Johnny Gargano.
I didn't see that picture. Now that's the first time I'm seeing that picture with you and Johnny Gargano.
Yeah, so I ended up getting a picture, of course, with Johnny Gargano. He came over there, and of course, you can see my little girl Bose and everything. She's kind of like down here. Yeah, I got more than that. Hold on.
Oh yeah,
and then Tommaso.
That's the one I seen. Yeah, with you and Tommaso.
And that was the one with Tommaso Ciampa. Tommaso Ciampa, man, he got a strong grip, man. He's like, hey man, how's it going? And I was like, he did the thing like that. His hand is freaking strong, man. I was like,
whoa. Oh God.
Yeah. It was
very good.
Yeah, it was actually it was definitely actually pretty cool to actually meet those two, because they came up in a heartbeat. They still had the trunk open with the luggage in it, and they just came like straight over there. I guess they were getting the stuff out of like their front part of their car. I definitely got both, man. Johnny came up first.
Got to like Bianca. It's a lot of pictures he got. He got a lot of pictures.
Oh yeah, for sure. And so after then, of course, they were on the other side. They were taking pictures toward the left of me. Well, I got another picture of them there. So this one was the fun. So this one right here was the funny one. Shoot. And that was Braun Breaker.
That was Braun Breaker. Okay.
So I'm gonna go back to it real quick, you guys. I didn't catch the audio of it, but that right there was Braun Breaker that just freaking walked by. It went by too quick, but Braun Breaker, when he got out the car, they were like, Braun, where's your title? And then Braun started to come over there, but he ended up just walking away, and everybody was doing a barking thing, and I was like, oh shoot, I was like, that's definitely Braun Breaker. So I definitely think he came in his personal car, because they had everybody like parked like near the bus.
I would have started barking. He would have came to you.
Oh no, I did. No, I did. No, I did. But somebody asked him where his title at, and then he just locked his door and just like came like where we were, but there's a door on the back side of the building, and he ended up just walking in there, and so it was actually pretty cool. Then after the end, of course, my son had like this certain thing made here, and Johnny Gargano ended up signing. It's kind of like a quilt thing. See, he told him to hold it for him, and then he ended up signing it there. Another picture, you guys. This was Kieran Cross getting out his car, and
here we go.
He had Scarlett with him.
The man, I think we need to go have a match with, because I think he over there whispering his little devilish words to Chris.
Oh, and then I peeked this one out here. I was like, oh, here's an SUV. SUV comes up. It got named Mr.
Yeah.
But the crazy thing is, Tama Tonga was the one that Tama Tonga Loa was the one that was the actual one that was driving, and I think
Yeah.
he went back in the car to unlock the trunk, and then there's Tama Tonga, and then you get over here, and there's freaking Jacob. You get over here, there's Jacob Fatu, and I got another picture better than that. So
my boy Jacob, the crazy Samoan werewolf.
So you ended up now you see Tongaloa. You see Tongaloa was right here talking to the official guy there.
Mm-hmm.
And then hold on 1 second, y'all. Trying to zoom back out the pictures. And then you see, and then of course here you see where Jacobs.
Jacob was basically recording y'all too.
Yeah, people were asking where's Solo and stuff like that. And then we were just waiting. We were just waiting there for other wrestlers to come, and then there was freaking Karrion Kross.
There goes Karrion Kross.
Yeah, he came around the corner.
Christ, that man is big.
Yeah, he is. I'm finna zoom in.
That guy's freaking huge.
Yeah, he's definitely huge.
You know, and the thing about it, guys, when you see in these pictures, you could tell these guys put so much dedication into their craft to getting their bodies in shape. But these guys are like either bigger or smaller than you would actually think they are.
Right. And then the biggest thing was I literally was standing right there, like with my kids and everything, and this dude actually leaned in the guardrail.
That's what I'm talking about. You see that, guys? Look at that devious smile. He knows Chris is almost to his first YouTube plaque, so he's like, "Hey, look, man, the rest of the guys holding you down, man. Look at them. They don't got as many subscribers as you. Don't you want to be better than that? You could be where I'm at. You could be doing deals with us. You know, he over there gonna have Chris dissing us. Ain't gonna be doing videos no more. He try to distance himself from us, man. That's a devious man. You gotta watch.
Yeah. Then I have my little ones there. Then they wanted to take a picture with Karrion Kross as well. And then of course Bianca ends up arriving up.
There go Bianca Belair.
Yeah, she ends up arriving up next. Karrion is setting you up, man.
I'm telling you, Sabir, did you see Karrion? Chris won't tell nobody, but Karrion was, you know, he was using Scarlet. That he saw Scarlet and all that. He was using all that. They was tricking my boy Chris.
And then Bailey ended up coming up, and
yeah, that's when you end up getting a picture with Bailey.
Yep.
Look at Bailey. The damn scrumptious Bailey.
So we pretty much didn't have like my daughter, she didn't really have anything like to, you know, for Bailey like the autograph, but she just had bows. So she told her, "Be still, you don't want it on your forehead."
Look at Bailey.
Yeah. So here she is, actually right here. She still is wearing the same bow.
She still got the bows in her head. So
yep.
Everybody Bailey sitting on the bow.
It was Bailey.
Yeah. And Bailey actually signed it for her.
Hey, like a
Okay. So yeah, she still has it. She was like, what's your name again? She asked me the whole entire time, and it was actually pretty cool. And then he signed my son's car there.
Mr. Chad Gable himself, American made.
Hey, go give me your brother's car.
Okay.
It's on his table. So after then,
You're corrupting her. Good job. Yeah.
so look, and
Especially
then
that devil is carrying cross.
and Chad Gable got a picture with my son as well. That dude was freaking Jack though. Okay,
guess
I got
that
the,
was Chad Gable too, because
He's
somehow
sorry.
so Bailey. So Bailey signed his car, signed it up here, of course, and then Chad Gable signed it right there. We didn't have the car earlier because we are gonna get more signatures on it to try to get DIY to sign it. But I didn't have the car with me because all the rest would start showing up, and then the parking lot started getting full.
Okay.
The parking lot started getting full. I was like, nah. Yeah, so I was like, nah. I was like, I'm not gonna leave.
But that was cool though. That was cool.
But yeah, he ended up doing it, and
Like she was not having it. So
yeah,
y'all
and
said
that's
nah.
there's the clear picture of the bow there.
Okay.
So I was like, that's freaking cool.
Oh yeah,
And then
they about to do some wonderful things for Chad Gable coming 2025.
and freak and man freak and then the next, so we actually had hold on mama, so we actually had 7 matches on the card for that show last night, and so yeah, so we had 7 matches on the card. So the opening match, I was like, shoot, let me guess, it's gonna be the Wyatt System coming out first. Next thing, the only thing you heard was, oh, so, and then it was freaking Jey Uso ended up coming out, and then after then he ended up having. I'm not sure they're gonna acknowledge this or not, but he ended up having his he ended up having he ended up having his the rematch for for with Braun Breaker or whatever. And the craziest part about it was the way they started it. It was kind of like a roo and a yeet thing, and the part about it, it was actually cool. But before, some more wrestlers did pull up, you guys. So we seen when Joe Gacy, Eric Rowan, and Dex Loomis pull up in the SUV. Seeing Nia Jax, because some kids was like, they was like, hey, there's there's Bailey. And so once we seen her, Nia Jax kind of did like that little running thing or whatever.
Yeah. Running off like she's scared of Bailey. No, she ain't.
Yeah, she was running with the with her luggage into the building because Bailey kept going back to the car and all that. And looks like that official dude you guys kept seeing in all black. He was pretty much trying to shoot a shot with Bailey, by the way. But
I mean, she's single. Yeah, I would try to. I would be like, yeah. So
no.
you need me to help you take your bags to the
That's clean. No.
locker room?
No, leave it alone. Just go. I'll get it.
I'll be like, do you want to maybe get some dinner later? You know, that's how I would be if I had my chance. I'm security. I get to be that close to Bailey. Yeah, I'm shooting my shot. Shot. Now she might not. It might not go nowhere. I might miss, but you can't never. You won't miss unless you take the shot. So yeah, I would have took my shot for Bailey too. I would have been like, yeah, we can go get some dinner. Gonna do something like that.
Man, it was.
Like she gonna say no, but but I mean, yeah,
but
interested in nobody is currently wrestling right now, so hey.
Yeah, it was. But yeah, Jey Uso ended up coming out first, and the crowd was. You've seen everybody hands go up. From what the security guys did tell me, that the show was actually sold out like an hour or two after I got there. While I was on the side over there. So I was like, well, dang, okay. And they didn't have any more tickets. We also had like the fair going on as well. The fair been out here for like a week or so, and they had that going. They had that going on, and everybody, like, the fair was closed by the time I left out of there, because normally the fair doesn't close until like 11 o'clock. But them people ended up just going to the wrestling event from what I've seen and heard. But it was actually cool. The freaking lines. It was like you had lane. Let's see, you had lane 1 through 9 open, all those doors, and then people were just out this way, out that way, out that way. Like every single, they had to open up a bigger door that they like allow like a car or something like to go in the building or whatever. They had to open up that door for that to like let other people to come in. So the line started moving. I was like, oh shoot, let me get in this line. Anyways, though, as far as the matches were pretty awesome. Like I said, we got Braun Breaker versus Jey Uso. And they start playing around with the root and the yeet, and then Braun Breaker started getting upset, and then he started like barking, like he started roofing at the crowd, so on and so forth. And then Jay was like yeet. And then the crowd started getting, they started, Jay started hear like more barks and everything. So he ended up getting Sarah. She was like, you guys may know her, you guys may not. She's kind of like one of the backstage people. They end up getting her in there, and then she ended up doing the yeet thing, and it got even louder. So Braun was getting mad. He had his hand on his head, and he kicked in the little corner there. And then dang, I didn't tell y'all about when Jay pulled up. So when Jay actually pulled up in when Jay pulled up in the SUV, I looked and I was like, oh shoot, to go JC, which is his son. He was on the passenger side in the front seat. And then after that, I was like, oh shoot, there's Jay. And then everybody that was standing over there by where I was, they looked, and then everybody, I was like, y'all, we're gonna say yeet, because he was talking to the official, and we said yeet, and then you seen Jay do like that real quick, and then he had to get back control of the wheel. And then he got out the car, was getting his bags and stuff, and he had like his hood, he had like a hat on, but he had the hood over it a little bit or whatever. And so he got out the car, and he, pretend like he was on, of course, pretend like he on the phone. Yeah, I'm still here, whatever, something like that. But yeah, Braun Breaker ended up losing to Jey Uso in that match. It was a pretty decent match, I would say the least. Jey won by hitting the spear on Braun Breaker. And then we had Jade and Bianca versus the Unholy Union. The Unholy Union pretty much attacked Bianca and Jade like right after they got in the ring. So they got attacked from behind. Pretty good match, I would have to say the least. They were definitely cooking with this match. They got like a "This is awesome" chant as well from the crowd. Nia Jax versus Bailey. It was definitely funny. Until you got to the part where Nia Jax ended up getting like the chair and hitting Bailey with it, and Bailey ended up running her off with the steel chair thing. Yeah. And then we end up getting Gunther versus Dragunov. That one got a massive pop, you guys, because like we never seen Gunther versus Dragunov since like when Gunther was named Walter back on the NXT UK show.
UK days, right?
Yeah, and when I seen that, I was like, oh, because I'm thinking Gunther was like gonna fight, like Jay or something like that.
Somebody, I thought he was gonna have like a match with Sammy. I thought that's what I thought you was gonna say when you said Gunther was there. I thought you was gonna say, okay, Gunther had a match with Sammy, but you said when he had a match against Ilya, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, and it was. And all the matches were like title matches, like Jay versus Braun were for the IC title, Unholy Unions for the women's tag team championships, Nia Jax versus Bailey were for the women's world championship, Gunther versus Dragunov was for the world heavyweight championship. And Dragunov ended up losing the match to a to a one-leg Boston crowd where Gunther like leaned down on the man, and he ended up tapping out. And I was like, oh man, I was
you
like,
put
shoot.
that full pressure on him with that the half Boston crab.
Yeah, and he ended up tapping out, and that's when he got a standing ovation from us as well. And he kissed his hands and get like kind of like the hero thing, you guys. But Gunther like that man didn't tag nobody hand or nothing. He got it. They hand him his belt or whatever, and he just walked straight. He just walked straight out. He didn't hold his head or nothing. He just freaking.
He just holds up the belt.
No, he didn't hold out the belt or nothing. He had it. He just had it down in his hand. He just walked straight to the back. I was like, ain't no way, man. I'm like, what the heck? Then we had the Wyatt Six. American Made came out first, but way before then, before the Nia Jax. Before the Nia Jax match, American Made, of course, with Chad Gable and Ivy Now. They said they wanted to challenge the Wyatt Six, to a 6-man tag match. And then that's when you hear Brutus Creed make that freaking weird that noise there that little big man just did.
Like I don't understand why they got Brutus doing that. It's like the most cringeworthy thing ever. But yeah,
I guess I'm assuming it's the pick at the Wyatt Six. I would say.
Yeah.
And then like the Wyatt Six, their entrance, like a lot of people are actually talking about this because this is the first time the Wyatt Six has wrestled at a WWE live event. They wrestled on TV and everything, but they haven't wrestled at like a regular live event before.
I would have figured they had after they debuted, they would have had some live event matches, but I didn't know that. Okay, that's cool. But that's something considering they're not being used on Monday Night Raw. At the moment, they just giving out cryptic messages or whatnot. So that's something. Yeah, that's something.
Yeah, and so that was so the Wyatt Six, of course, they they came out and they got like a massive pop. Uncle Howdy, they brought him his chair down, to the ring as they were walking. And toward the end of the match, Brutus and Julius Creed, they were pretty much trying to get the upper hand onto let's see, who was it? It was Joe Gacy, but Joe Gacy kept fighting back, but they kept on getting like the numbers advantage thing going on throughout the match, where the referee kept getting distracted and he was getting stomped out. But toward the end, we seen where Uncle Howdy stood up and he started taking off like his jacket and everything, and then they was like, yeah, no, like the freaking whole crowd was like, Uncle Howdy. And then they was like, Uncle Howdy. And then there was like, Uncle Howdy, he was stood up for about a good 5 minutes. And after then he sat back down, he started leaning in the chair thing and kept rocking back and all. And then so after then toward the end of the match, that's when they end up winning. And then that's when Chad Gable ends up getting into the ring. And then that's where that's when they played the song, but they stopped it. And then Uncle Howdy got in the ring. He's just seen the lights go like dark, and he's seen like the cameras go flashing everywhere. And then he had the sister Abigail on Chad Gable, and then they all gather around and take a picture. And it was actually pretty cool.
They do their usual picture where they all gather around. Old Dallas.
And then we end up getting the SmackDown Tag Team title match, which was DIY versus Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. And the match was actually pretty good as well. DIY did pretty great in this match. So did the Tongas as well. Then also they, of course, end up retaining their titles. AJ Styles versus Cody Rhodes was the main event. We haven't we personally haven't seen AJ Styles like in a very long time.
Yeah, that was crazy because they were just saying that he was gonna be on next Friday Night SmackDown, and then you tell me that was like a match that you seen at the live show. I was like, oh, okay, so he went from doing live shows and going over to Tokyo, taking a little break, and he came right back to doing some more live shows. So, but then again, his
hold on, let me get up.
His contract.
Let me trying to get the picture real quick without having to show a video. But him and Cody, they ended up like hugging out and everything. Where's one that doesn't have a video to it? And him and let's see, photos. Yeah, I don't know how it didn't even get a picture of him. But hold on, y'all. Give me just a second. But anyways, he was definitely happy and everything. As you can imagine. And Cody Rhodes, of course, he ended up retaining his title and all. And they shook hands and all the good stuff on the show, and their show pretty much ended. And like I said, with seven matches, it was
so you had a good time there. 7 matches. Man. All of them were championship matches? Yeah, I don't think not one match was not.
Well, minus that 6-man tag match.
Oh yeah, the 6-man tag match. That's right. That was the only one that wasn't.
That was the only one that wasn't. But it was overall a incredible show. I would have to say the least. But yeah, I wouldn't have to say nothing pretty much failed me by any means necessary.
Oh, okay. What would you give that show rating wise?
Rating wise, I have to give it like a 9 out of 10.
Okay. Yeah, because that's pretty much how I felt after coming from SummerSlam. I felt like meeting some superstars, the atmosphere, everything. That was definitely like a 9 out of 10 experience / show for me. Just because I was there live. I got to see Braun Breaker win the championship live. I got to see that had a lot of title changes on that hand that pay-per-view. So there was a lot that happened. But no, yeah, it's like you the thing about your experience that you was even up more closer personal with them in a way where you could actually talk and have conversations with them. So that was kind of cool. I still think you had that devious conversation with Karrion Kross, though. I still think Karrion Kross is trying to Xavier Woods you, and soon we're gonna start doing videos with y'all quiz. I would be like, oh, so y'all just don't need me no more, huh? And that's what it is. It's like no, Chris, we can't get you no more. You're like, you won't come do videos with us no more. No. You said all the rest of the other, we're gonna start having kicking it with Leo and some other. Oh, they better than me now? Huh? What? Like, oh God, no. Karrion Kross struck again.
That is
Chris.
Yeah, man.
It seemed like you had good. That was good though. It seemed like you had fun.
Oh yeah, it more definitely was, man. It wasn't nothing I didn't like about the show at all. Everything I pretty much enjoyed it. Yeah,
and it goes back to what I was saying before. I've never been to a live event. That's probably like the only thing I haven't done now. Considering that I've been to a Monday Night Raw twice. I've been to a pay-per-view. I have not been to a live event or to like WrestleMania or something like that. Or the Royal Rumble. I would love to go to the Royal Rumble too one time too. That's another pay-per-view. Cause I think they do the Royal. I think the Royal Rumble is just like SummerSlam. That's like those tickets are expensive too. But that's something I do want to do one day. Go to a Royal Rumble.
The bad blood tickets, dude. They like I looked at one. I looked at some of the tickets earlier. It was like a resale on some of them. It was a one ticket on here that was $4,500. And up in the cheap nosebleed seats, the freaking the tickets there was $275 per ticket.
Yeah, because it's bad blood. But when it's like a Monday Night Raw or house show or SmackDown, them nosebleed seats be like $25. At least it is here. Where I'm at, I don't know if they up the price differently in different arenas in different states, but when they come here, you pay mostly like $25 for the nosebleed, and it'd be like
it's the same here.
Okay,
Yeah,
because like I only pay like $80 to $100 for my front row tickets.
Yeah, we had it was like 5 of us that went total, and
that still was a good price that you paid for
yeah,
like,
it was.
all that.
Yep. And I didn't get it. So you guys, I didn't get no merch or anything. I know you guys are gonna wonder, did you get any merch? No. I'm actually gonna when I do get my merch, I'm gonna get it off fanatics.com.
Yeah, trust me, you do not want to get the merch in person.
Yeah, it's like
I mean, they skyrocket those.
It's like Cody Rhodes had.
You know, at a live event, that probably would have been a better place to get it. They probably wasn't as much.
I mean, they didn't have like they didn't have like all the options. They didn't have no OTC shirts. They had like so Jay actually got a new shirt that they did have there. It says Yeet, but it's like in gold and it's written in gold letters, says Yeet.
Okay.
It has that little
champion. They try to do like I noticed that they trying to copy like the UFC where the champion's gear is kind of different. So I noticed that they try to put more gold into the champion's gear.
Yeah.
Don't nobody. Oh God, here we go. All right, say beer.
All right, I think it's time to get off.
Yeah, I think say beer is a little bit mad that somebody is the Intercontinental Yeet champion. But no, this was a good video. Chris, you look like I once again say you look like you had the time of your life last night.
Yep.
Again, keep Shane in your prayers.
For sure, yo.
Keep them in your prayers because he's going through a little bit of stuff tonight. So there's that. Yeah. But as I always say, if you haven't before, here we go with this B+ player stuff. As I always say before, if you haven't already, everybody who watched this video, who's watching, go hit that like, subscribe, share, hit that notification button for the Rest of the Pit podcast. Do all that first because that is the place where you get these videos from. So we go social love to that channel. But on the other hand, our individual channels, take this off for a second here so our names can pop back up. As you can see, my man Chris Wrestling Views, that's how you spell his channel name right there. Chris Wrestling Views, Chris with a K. Go and subscribe to his channel because that man is almost to their first YouTube plaque, which is almost 100,000 subscribers. Get over there, subscribe to the channel, run the likes up on that, do all that good stuff. Let's get this man to $100,000. So YouTube will be contacting him to get his information to mail his first YouTube plaque. And then me here, you go subscribe to my channel. As you can see, it's just like you see my name right here. Little Bitman Gaming. Get over there, subscribe to Little Bitman Gaming. Do all that great stuff because, hey, eventually I want to be said. I want to get my YouTube plaque too. So, yeah, right
So
on that like, subscribe, and share button for my channel as well. As always, shouts out to Shay who could not be here. She was enjoying her birthday and stuff like that. But get over to her channel, Know the Rules. And again, that's Know the Rules.
KNOWTHERULEZ as in zebra.
Shouts out to Hector who could not be here. I know Say Beer misses Hector. You know, he's they like to go back and forth. Hector will be joining us eventually. You know, everybody got a life, right? So
Oh wait.
and shouts out to Hector and his daughter. It was his daughter's
So
birthday today.
So actually they did the Huntsville show tonight and got a picture here where Rhea and Scarlett actually face each other and there's the pin.
Oh, wow. It's getting hot in here. That was a unique pin. That was who was Scarlett and why Scarlett was in the match with Rhea again. And, I'm not complaining anything. Is there video footage? I need to go find this video. I need to find the footage.
Yeah, I'm
video
trying
footage for research purposes, of course. Wow, that got me flustered. That's got me flustered. That was a nice pen. That's a unique pen. Hey, Rhea, do that pen more often on the TV show. Yeah, we need that pen more often there. That's a unique pen. That's a lovely pen.
Yeah, so it looks like
for sure, Sabier. She knows her audience, and good God, that I would have went nuts if I would have saw that in real life.
Shoot.
I know they gave Karrion Kross some ideas. I know he was over there like, man, I need to talk to Buddy Murphy. But yeah, that's it. That's all we got. This was a good video. Glad Chris got the opportunity to share his experience.
Oh, one more thing. American Psycho. Oh, never mind. Now it's something for Shotzi Blackheart, but we'll just wait on that.
She should be near her return, shouldn't she? It's almost been a year since she got injured. Or am I too soon? No, man. I think she got injured this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. She's not gonna be returning to next year then. If it was this year, because her injury was an ACL injury, that takes a whole year to heal.
Yeah.
So that's how Rhea knows her audience. That was a lovely pin. I'm gonna go find that video again for research purposes. You know, nothing devious.
On X.
Thank you, Rhea. Jesus Christ. But as always, signing off here with you guys. We will be back Tuesday. Once again, like we said, Tuesday we'll be back for the Monday Night Raw review. It will be starting a little bit early. So we usually start the videos at 7. This will be starting at 6:30. So stay tuned for that. We're gonna be back 6:30 because the reason why we're starting early for the Monday Night Raw review is because, as you can see from the picture I used for this background, NXT will be on the CW and it will be TV14. So this will be like a season premiere as you will, for that. And then, so we want to be able to do the Raw review, get off of here, and then go watch NXT. And then Wednesday, I most likely would do a video, do a video review for NXT, a quick, a little review for that. So I don't know if I'm going to just yet, but most likely I will. It depends. We'll see how the week. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that's it. We'll be back Tuesday for that, and then Thursday for our bad blood predictions.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, we held it down tonight. Once again, I want to state once again before you do anything, prayers and everything to our boy Shane. And
Oh,
yeah.
they had a horrible announcer lady at the thing.
Oh, you talking about
Yeah, the one
it was
the,
just Matt
the
Irvin now?
no
It was just
no. The lady that we had here in Columbus, she was actually good, but the one they had in
oh, you talking
Huntsville,
about with Rhea now.
yeah, the one they had in Huntsville tonight, that was horrible. Yeah,
No,
hers was horrible.
Savior at 6:30, not 6:30.
I mean, you can wait here at 6 if you want to. I mean,
Yeah, you can wait at 6. You gotta remember we that's kind of pushing it because we're trying to do it a little bit sooner, but also we try to give people time to get home from work and get themselves together. So not
Yeah.
6:30, but we'll see what happens though.
Okay.
All right.
He said whatever. He said, okay, cool. All right.
Cool.
Well, just stay in.
Good night,
Just
everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Have a productive week. And yeah, we'll see you Tuesday.
all right then.
Rest in Pit Podcast, baby.
I ain't gonna throw up no signs. I just forgot where I was.